Hello and welcome to Lenharrow Fantasy Adventures Enhanced Edition, episode 11, Jazz Hands. So say hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Hi, everybody.
We got Rudini and Sith Lordy in the chat that I know of. How's it going, guys?
Hello, Sith Lordly.
Let's see. Find something decent to put in. I'm here for it from the hill. There we go. And from Rudini. Here we go.
We got a high at the
end. All right. So hi, yes, thanks guys. How you doing? Tonight we're going to be focusing on our Lenharrow Encounters guide for the most part, but seeing as how we haven't really had an episode for almost 2 months, it was at the end of November when we had our last one, and we kind of talked about the upcoming Haven's Run campaign expansion, the Heroes of Haven's Run book. We're still waiting on maps for that, but that's okay. I want it done right. So here's our Lenharrow Players Guide, just a little thing for Enhanced Edition. Now for that, we came out with the Players Expansion one, which is the the Lenharrow Characters Companion, which has character sheets and spell sheets. Hello, Cool Gamer. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Let's see. Ray, not going to read all the probe comments. Okay, let's move on. Yes, we can go back and probe that if you really want, but I think we've probed enough. Spinetick says, while watching, very messy, slow to type. Understood, dude. Definitely understood.
About that poor toilet.
That could mean a lot of things, Rudini, including
CG is cool. That's Cool Gamer.
Cool Gamer, that works too. CG is also Crimson Guard. Could mean a lot of things for me. Anyway, so the rest of our core system is your Lenharrow Referees Guide. Now, what this is a book of mainly advice on how to run games. That's really what it is. We have our rules in the first chapter that you can use or not use. It's up to you. And then in the back is a bunch of appendices on how to make magic devices and a bunch of descriptions for magic devices and a world builder, all right here. Where you can random dungeon generate with this book. You can random generate your entire campaign world with this book. So
it might look weird though if you do it that way.
Definitely inspired by the first edition Dungeon Master's Guide.
Next to the desert.
Now we do have a
line where there's just sand on one side, ice on the other. How does that work? It is like 100 degrees.
Okay, Max, I'm not really hearing what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to speak up, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's my mic.
You look so small. Anyway, well, as I said, so for the players, we do have another expansion called the Support Characters. I have ordered that, so hopefully in the next episode next month, on the third Thursday, we'll be looking at that. But for the Referees Guide, the first expansion was this monster of a hardback book called the Lenharrow Creature Guide. Now, this has literally hundreds of statistics for monsters and stuff. Not as nice to look at as the new light edition creature guide, but it has a lot more creatures in it. Now, we're going to end up having Katie Robbins go over these books and make them look super nice too. She does a great job. What's a support character, Rudini? A support character. Well, I'm going to have Tiger fill that one since she mostly wrote that book, and I just edited the crap out of it. So, Tiger, what's up with the camera there?
I'm sorry, I had a mask issue.
A mask issue? Okay, I'll give you a minute, and I'll continue when you're ready. Let me know, and then we'll answer. Henchman could be considered a support character.
Yeah, a henchman could be considered a support character. That is true. So could a follower. We were specifically on our support characters dealing with bonded mounts, familiars, and divine followers. But you can also have thief followers, martial art followers, henchmen. All those characters that are associated with the player.
but aren't to play.
Oh, look, it's Kenneth Bird. Hi, Kenneth Bird.
There you go. Hope to see Mr. Lenharrow on this stream. Well, I can make that happen. I really could.
Break out the Jonga Sage.
It's Jonga Sage.
It's a
Anyway,
joke.
we also have for our system, we have the Low Air Solo Adventures. Now, this is 2 adventures that you can play by yourself. One is basic, which can be used with the light edition as well. There's also an intermediate game in here, adventure in here. So you can have a couple of really cool adventures here just by yourself, or you can a group can play this by themselves. So I'm kind of going over what we have for the Lenharrow Enhanced Edition so far. And let me see. Comments flying. Hashtag Lenharrow lives. Yes, sir. I agree. We'll keep it going. But like I said, the book we're going to focus on tonight is going to be the Lenharrow Encounters Guide. And the reason being is because I got picked up this book this month, and actually near the end of last month, and I've been wanting to take a look at it and show you guys and share and Tiger's Whispers and stuff. Anyway, better look at this cover right here. I got that going on. So
that's my tiny squirrel character.
And I'm gonna fulfill a request while that's up there. So, hey, Jake,
I believe her name was Maylin Furtree.
You haven't really had a good look at the Encounters Guide yet. So, what do you think about Encounters in an RPG?
That's right. I don't need pants.
Okay.
Hey, Rascal and Lucy and Bert and National Park Princess.
Welcome, Bert.
Hello, Bert.
Hey, from Rascal and Lucy. Welcome.
Hey.
National Parks Princess.
Hello, DL. How you doing?
Yay!
King Barnabas of the North. Yes. It looks like we got Alice and Pearl Jam in here too.
And Judy.
There we go.
Judy's above. There you
Welcome.
go.
We're talking about our game system, Lenharrow Fantasy Adventures. Like I said, so go ahead, Jake. Why don't you tell them what you think about encounters in an RPG while I get this picture booted up for Sith Lordly here.
I actually have a really nice example of what an encounter could be, because typically when you think of encounters in RPGs, whether they be tabletop or video games, they typically mean like what monsters you encounter. However, I do have an example from Final Fantasy 16 where a side quest was a very cool encounter that added a little bit to the world and wasn't exactly anything in particular. It was more like, as I was traveling to an inn, I saw this overturned carriage and a guy standing next to it. And the guy was saying he had a delivery. However, because of the things that he was delivering, his carriage got overrun by wild chocobos. So he asked you to finish the delivery for him since you were on the way anyway.
You want to give a shout out to the autograph fisherman, John Burgess?
Hello.
He was on Rook's live.
Yep. And I subbed up to him, and apparently he's coming checking us out. So welcome.
Cool. Sir. Nice. Sweet.
And he's liked and subbed. All right. It's good to have you here, and good to see everybody tonight. Are these random encounters? Ray asked. Well,
they can be random. It really depends.
They can be, or you can set them up ahead of time, and we'll like I said, we're going to go over the book, and we'll show everybody how it works.
INPP.
Circle the wagons. This is a raid. Oh,
no. Square the wagons. Square them.
Oh, let's see.
We're not talking about this.
You like the whole defense.
We're talking about this.
Well, that's all right, John. That's cool. If you can stick around or not, we're happy you joined us for a little bit. I go live pretty much Thursdays and Fridays, and then our live games are usually on Monday nights. But the first first Sunday of every month instead is our one of our live games, like this last week. This coming Monday, we've got a military action game coming up, so that should be a lot of fun. All right, so the Lenharrow Encounters Guide, I'll kind of go over table of contents, and I have
Yes. We
I
have
have a
good
book here.
encounters, bad encounters, and neutral encounters.
I have the book here. I just need to scroll a bit.
Well, I can't see
Table
that.
of contents. You can't see that?
Okay, now I can see it. I
I
have
was
to
gonna
look
say,
closely.
did it, there it goes. Okay. So, with the table of contents, I'll turn to the same page here in the book there. And what we've got is, this is how we have it divided. We have random encounter charts, which is what the book focuses on. And we don't just have a few. We have quite a few in this book. So, yeah, we're saying ninja time. All right, well, bring on the ninjas, sir. I did a video for a ninja video this week called Ninja Training. It did pretty good. I hope everybody liked it.
I just want to open the door and have a bunch of guys training in like in a movie.
It's like in the movie. I can make this bigger, but it takes us off the screen. The second section of the Fantasy Adventures of the Lenharrow Encounters Guide, or LEG is how we like to call it.
The leg.
Yeah, you get a leg up. You get your referee leg up. That's kind of how we wanted to do that. So we have random possessions for all your creatures, which is helpful when you're running a game. You could just roll these up random real quick, and it's not like you have to roll up individual coins and all that. You can, and then we do that quite a bit also. But rest can just decide how many coins are there too. And then we actually have an adventure in here called the Frigid Halls, and it's an intermediate adventure. So we've got thus far we have not including the King's Own adventure that comes in the light edition. This would be our fourth adventure that we have available right now. So we've got some adventures going, and we've got some game books out for everybody. Now in the description, we have links to where you could get all this stuff. So, and links to a lot of our friends as well. a lot of the folks in the chat too. Let me see here. After the Frigid Halls adventure, we have a couple of little appendices for that adventure with maps and with the map for the adventure and everything. And then we have what we like to call kill and treasure sheets. Those are for players, but we put them in the ref book so the ref can decide whether they want to use those or not and hand them out to their players. Let me see. Rascal says she's seriously getting excited for our next adventure. Well, we will be playing in March. If you want to join that game, we have one more spot available. Just hit us up on the.
I think she's talking about you continuing the D&D game on Spine Ticks.
Well, that one I want to do too. So we've got some adventures coming up. Did you? No, I did not say frigid holes, Ray. I said frigid holes. HALLS halls, not holes. The honey hole is over on Saturday night on Spine Ticks. All right. And then after that, what I really wanted to get into before we finish up talking about this, and then we'll answer whatever questions you guys have. I have a section in here for the referee. They're just 4 sheets in here where it gives all the information a referee needs to run a game for Lenharrow. Just basically all your charts and everything out of the referee's guide. So you could copy these out of here, or if you have a PDF, you could just print them up, which is what I prefer to do. Now, also on the back of this book ends with every creature that's in the creature guide, this big old creature guide here. We have trip sheets for the referee for every creature in that book, so they could just quickly refer to this book and have all the statistics they need to run an encounter right out of this book. So it's kind of fun. So if you know the creature, then you know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So let's get into these encounters. All right. Let's get that back up there. And let's see here. These random encounter charts. What we have is basically the kind of creature, how it appears, the percentage encountered, whether it's a rare creature, uncommon, very common or very rare. And we have these. You basically roll a 20-sided, and that determines that type of creature on each of these charts. Now, we have a main one here for subterranean or dungeon encounters.
Hey, we have a new person.
We do. All right. All right. All right. I'll come back. BB's Place. Welcome, BB's Place.
Oh, hello.
Bert sent you over here. That's cool. We like Bert's channel, and no doubt we'll be checking your channel out too. Let me go over to the this here real quick, and I will go to your channel and I will sub up, BB, because that's how we roll around here. So
What are you doing?
We appreciate you being here. Island, all right, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Three of us here on the panel, we actually were all in the same house. We were in Utah, so we got people from all over, though. That's how she rolls too. All right. Renee says she's in Texas. Yep. People want to say where they're from. They're welcome to do so. All right. Now, as far as these encounter charts, like I said, we have the main one for subterranean or dungeon encounters, but you can also have caves, mines, or anywhere underground. Basically, is what this. And the way these charts work is we have starting. If your characters are starting characters, you would use the first or second chart if you want to make it a little bit more difficult. And then if you have basic adventure status rating or ASR characters, in AD&D terms, that would be your levels 1 to 3 characters. It's right in these two charts. But as they get more powerful, then you would start using the basic ASR as opposed to starting. Starting player characters is basically their first or second adventure, maybe third. And then after that, we have intermediate. Beyond that, I don't think creatures that are advanced or epic should be encountered randomly. I think that's something a referee should determine whether they put against players or not. So we don't have any random charts for those kind of creatures. Besides, there's not a super lot amount of them in our creature guide. I mean, we do have quite a few, but I don't think it's enough to actually fill out these charts. So I decided against that, putting them in the book. Besides, as I said, referees need to determine that kind of stuff. Let's see. Einzig says, nice. BB's Place, I used to do business with Light 105 in Providence. Cool. Got Ray saying he's from Florida. Raph saying he's from Southern California. All right, everybody shouting it out.
Wow, that's where I grew up.
I've spent most of my life in Southern California, so quite familiar with the place. All right, so then we go through in here. I keep clicking the wrong thing, but we go in here and we have a chart for each terrain. Like if you run into an Arctic situation, we have those specific types of creatures. And then we do a chart for each terrain. We have broken lands, brush encounters, city encounters, coastal encounters, desert encounters, hill encounters, forest encounters, jungle encounters. Like I said, we have a lot of charts: mountain, plains and valleys, ocean or sea, ruins. Then we have water and wetlands, which this wetlands are kind of where your swamps are or your moors or a bog. And so if you guys have any questions about random encounters and how that kind of stuff works, most referees or game masters pretty much understand that fundamental. You roll to see if there is an encounter, and then if you get one, you base it on the adventure status rating of your characters that you're running, your players are playing, and then go to the appropriate chart and roll it up, and you get an encounter. And each one has the name of the creature and the page of the creature guide where you can find the description. So these two books go very much hand in hand, the creature guide and the encounters guide. So
we are joined by Victor.
Well, hello, Victor. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Nice to have you here tonight. We're just talking more about our Lenharrow game system as part of our Thursday night review lineup. Every third Thursday, we're going to be going back to our business at hand, is really trying to share our game system with everybody. So if anybody has any questions about random encounters and how that kind of works, feel free to shoot them out. And I'm glad you're feeling better, bud. You know that this the flu bug or whatever it is going around, it keeps coming back at us, and I've been getting it about every 2 or 3 months since November. I've had it. I've had some kind of flu or something like 2 or 3 times. Not so far this year, thank goodness, but in November and December, I had a bit of it. It's kind of a bummer, but that's just the way life is, huh, guys? Okay, so Jake, you want to shoot out your opinion on random encounters?
I understand how necessary random encounters are, but at the same time, I feel like in a tabletop setting, if I personally were to run a game, I wouldn't do random encounters, quote unquote.
Well, why would you use random encounters?
Because I like to plan out my encounters.
Well, that's good too. You can plan out random encounters ahead, and that's what makes the encounters guide so great. Is you can use it ahead of time.
Right.
Anyway, I was just saying to Victor, sorry to hear it. Yeah, we've had similar issues this past year. So hopefully 2024 is going to be a bit better for everybody. We'll see how that works. All right. Well, Tiger, tell us what you think of using random encounters when you run games.
Well, random encounters, something like this, would help if, one, you didn't plan out your game properly. 2, your players went off rails from your original game plan.
Which happens a lot.
And 3, to give you ideas for a written module.
This is true.
So I have 3 good reasons why you can use a random encounter book.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I just told you what they were.
I know, I'm just teasing you. You want to do some more? Let's see. Renee says that she started rewatching Xena Warrior Princess on Prime, trying to get the creative juices flowing. You know, it's funny because I've been watching an old show too recently, but it's been MacGyver.
Yeah, I've been watching MacGyver.
But yes, I agree, Victor. Xena is awesome. I like that show. I liked Hercules. I have Hercules on DVD. I don't have Xena yet, but I was meaning to pick that one up too. But
I hate to tell you this, but I was kind of scared of Lucy Lawless when I watched her. She scared me a bit.
Lady Sith is standing next to eating Taco Bell. That's cool. We'll say hello to Lady Sith for us too. All right. So the way I use
Bye, cool gamer.
Is generally I will roll them up ahead of time, like I was saying. Welcome, Adam.
Hey, entertainment.
And Cool Gamer says he's got to go now. So you have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, I said that already.
Yeah, I know you did. I just wanted to make sure. But the way I use this book is before the game, I will roll where I know that the players are going to have a chance of rolling the random encounter. They have them, or I'll do it during game. And it's so these charts make it so fast and easy to grab a creature. And if you don't like it, you can just look across to the higher or lesser category that you're looking for, and you could swap things up, or you can look at a different chart even. Good evening, Baron Geed. I hope you're doing good. Evening to you too, sir.
Speaking of rolling encounters,
welcome. All right, so
players is to just start playing Yahtzee in the middle of running a game.
The encounters is the main focus of the book. And what was that about Yahtzee, Jake?
I said, speaking of rolling dice in the middle of the game, the best way to scare your players is to just play Yahtzee in the middle of the game when you're running.
I suppose you could.
Why is he rolling so many dice?
Well, let's see. Took 2 hours. They had to split my tooth in 2 to get it out.
Hey, I wrote that in the chat so you wouldn't have to put it on the show. We're wrong with you?
Tiger's doing a lot better.
Yeah,
She's
fun
doing
anyway.
good. I wanted to let everybody know how good you were doing.
Me too, Catatayment. Me too. I'm glad it is done. Now I'm just waiting for the jaw to not be sore anymore, so I can maybe eat on that side of my face again.
Yeah, going to the dentist is nothing nice, especially when you have to have a tooth pulled.
It's weird to eat on one side of your mouth and not the other.
I personally need a wisdom tooth removal sooner rather than later.
I didn't hear a word you said, son.
I said I personally need a wisdom tooth removal sooner rather than later.
Well, we're gonna have to get
Make an appointment.
to that. All right, now see what we have over here is random possessions, and once you have determined your creature, you can actually go over here and determine it. Each one of these has a power class, which will generally determine their number of possessions, is what we call their treasure, what they have on them, what they possess on their person, and that's why we call it possession. Some people get that mistaken for the other type of possession, and I can see that, but
Possess the items. Possess the items.
I think in general possessions works better than just random treasure because not everything is going to have treasure on them, but they will have things like gear. They'll have a rope, or they'll have a backpack with their adventuring gear in it.
Or they'll have a really,
People have
nice
lock picks.
anything.
So yeah, that's why we determined it that way. Now, like I said, you roll to see the type that you get. Each creature has a set amount of possessions. Now, a referee can determine that they have more or less. It's entirely up to them. Now, on this chart, you can roll none or no item, but I think most people have something on them. So that's to me should be a very rare thing. Now, as a referee, you could change these numbers on the percentiles to determine what type of possession they get, each creature. Now, the next thing we have is random junk, and this is what I think most monsters probably will have on them that isn't a common item. So in here you have like a belt, or you have like a jacket and pants. These are just things that they would have on them, like a quiver. And some of this is just junk.
That has no value.
And most of them have no value, right? Okay. So after that, we have these other categories. We have the common items, uncommon, and rare items. And we have charts for each power class of the monster, how tough they are. So if you have a monster that has like 3 hit degree, that's probably a power class 1 monster. And in the creature guide, we go way over how all that works. And we'll go over the trip sheets a little bit so you can understand that a bit too. Here are the random encounters guide at the end. But suffice it to say, this just will determine really quick, like if it's a common item, you'll roll a 20-sided and you'll just consult the chart here. Like this was a brooch worth 10 gold pieces. Or if you get an uncommon item on your percentile roll here.
We got someone new in the chat.
Cool.
Woo!
All right. That's always good. Hello, Mariah Michelson. Yes, you are new. How you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Let me go over here, and I will go and sub up to your channel because, again, like I said, that's how we roll. Okay. So, moving on. Once you've determined what the possessions are, that's your creature. You have the creature. We have the stats in here, so you can run the encounter. And then you give them the possessions, and that is the essence of the Lenharrow Encounters Guide. However, we have quite a bit more in here. We also have something called Epic Possessions. And I have a blank page in here that isn't in the book, so I don't know how that worked out when I printed it up. Like I said, we include if you get like a certain type of weapon, we have the types of weapons and armor. You can determine that here too with an item category chart. So we have everything in here the ref really needs to just give random possessions or treasure to monsters. Now, the frigid halls, which Ray wanted to call the frigid holes.
The frigid holes. That's because
It's
he's
just
obsessed with holes.
It's just a short little adventure
Rue likes holes. Just get over it.
That a referee can run, and it shows basically how we put together an adventure using something very similar to the Lenharrow Encounters guide. And then we have the map for it, and then, like I said, we have the blank kill sheet, blank treasure sheet. And then what we have is these blank sheets in here that you can either print up or copy. I read out of the book, and with permission is given right at the beginning of the book to do that on these 4 pages right here. These are all the charts you need to run a game for Lenharrow. It's like a DM screen, but you can put it together. Now, I'm gonna put this down here for a little bit and bring us back up, and I'm gonna put myself up on the screen here and show you guys what I've done. This is my customizable screen is called the Master's Tome by Stratagem. Now, this is how they come. Still like this.
We're not sponsored.
That's all right, John. We appreciate it. Let's see. Cat says, look at my cat tweet question. Tweet tomorrow. And some of those can be a lot of fun. He does a lot of different things on his show. So check out Cat Attainment. Now, these customizable screens are awesome. It comes with Dungeons & Dragons 5e stuff, and I'll show you those real quick. When you
Hey, Hack!
Welcome, Hack. Appreciate you being here. And it looks like we are definitely on for Spine 6 on Saturday. We will be there in the panel. Well, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, I'll put my
we
thing
pretty much
down.
figured, so we were hoping. So, yeah, we'll be down for that. Mariah Michelson says she does a lot of car shorts. She's learning about cars. That's cool.
Cool.
Anyway, this Master Tome, this comes in the box in the packaging like this, and the book actually sits down in it. It's not really a book, but the screen itself. And it comes with like copyright information for the open gaming license. And it comes with all this kind of cool stuff for 5e that you can have in the screen if you want. It has the charts, so you can actually make a 5e screen with just what's here.
Tranquil just joined us.
It's kind of cool.
Hello.
Wow, Tune is in the house. How you doing, Tranquil? See if we can put that up there. Anybody else pretty much just saying hi, and we're glad you joined us. Good to see you. Now, this is what I did with mine. Now, it comes with these. You get a better look at this. It comes with these inserts that have this like almost gem thing here, and each one has a different color, and it's kind of cool. I use those as a backdrop for my my referee screen, and I'm going to be making a military action game screen with the other one. That's why I had one in the package, so I should have that ready by Monday. Now, what you can do is you can put any artwork you want in here. These just slide in like like you would a view binder. So you can slide it out whatever you want on the back of this, and if you wanted, you could do one big old pick, but you'd have to definitely spread it out. And let me get this up here so you can see it real good. And I'll go kind of slow. This is a pretty big screen, and you can set it right down in front of you and have your dice behind it and run your game right with this shield, which is what I like to call it. And then, I have copies of those inserts from the Encounters guide right here. You can also copy them out of the referee's guide if you really didn't have an Encounters guide too. So if you are able to get one of these, and we do have a link to the Master's Tome customizable GM screen from Stratagem in the description. I swear by it. It's the brand I use, but you could probably find others. they're not that expensive really, and you can make it look like whatever you want. So I really like these screens. And like I said, I'm going to turn this one into the military action game screen, so I have all my information ready to go for that game too. Now, like I said, in the back here, we have all these creature statistic charts from the creature guide. So if anybody is familiar with the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons first edition Dungeon Master's Guide, that has a lot of stuff and ideas. It still holds up to this day as one of the best guidebooks for a dungeon master or game master, running pretty much anything. I mean, the advice given in that book is hands down still today one of the best out there, which is kind of why I wanted to do my refs guide kind of like that, so that we can help game masters run games instead of just have a bunch of information that they look at and go, okay, cool, I have that information, But that's kind of what it is. It's advice for running games. So and these supplements are to help you do just that as well. So, I'm gonna put this back up here and have everybody come back up, and I will scroll down to these charts so that you guys can get a better look at these, what we like to call creature trip sheets or CTS. And each one has the name of the creature. And I don't know how well you're seeing that. Do you think I need to make that bigger, Tiger?
I can't see nothing, but that's okay. I can't even see Max. He's a little tiny thing. Look at him, little
Well,
thing.
I can put the
Hello,
up
Max.
there like that. Is that
Oh,
better?
what are you doing? No, not for me. Just put them the way you had before.
What's that? All right.
You made it a difference of this big to that big.
Yeah. Well, I could probably make it larger in here too.
Is there a reason why I need to see it though?
Well, I was showing the viewer. You don't need to see it. I was hoping.
I was gonna say, why do I need to see it?
Let me see if I can.
Besides, I don't have any eyeballs. How am I supposed to see anything anyway? Huh?
Oh, and of course it went back to the I could just zip down here and we'll take a look at these. Is that better? One chart at a time.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be looking at the chart. Yeah, it's just like you did before. So, put it however you want.
Well, anyway, to give everybody the idea, it has how many hit points the creature has, what its defensive rating is.
See, NPP said they can't see it either.
Well, I will do my best to make it bigger. That was the goal, so everybody can see it. All right, let me see.
Opaque is the goal.
I am getting used to this new.
Look at that! I'm getting lots of highs. Hi, everybody!
Hello, everybody!
And yeah, I am not finding the zoom feature on this. Like I said, I'm getting used to this new Office suite, and so it's going to make it look better. But yeah, I got to figure out how to make it look bigger on the screen. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Like I said, these
Hey, spine ticks. I like to put random things on our channel.
the supplement is a lot of help for beginning refs and experienced referees. If you need to have your encounters really quick, they're here. If you want to get them set up ahead of time, that's all right here too. So with the refs guide, the creature guide, and the encounter guide, you can basically run a game. You can create an entire game with just those 3 books. You can do it with just the referee's guide too, but with the creature guide and the encounters guide, it makes everything go really smooth. Bert is Bombardius. Is this the Bert raid I've been hearing about? Definitely welcome. I'm going to put on some background music while we chat here. And just for Sith Lordly, here you go. Mr. Lenharrow makes his appearance.
Mr. Lenharrow, come on down.
I'm going to turn this down to 25, and I'm going to put on some background music. If it'll play. Doesn't sound like it is, does it? Okay, that works for me. Why is it not working? There we go. It's cutting in and out, isn't it? We are having all sorts of technical difficulty tonight. So, of course we are. We haven't been live in a while. Yeah, it's not wanting to play my music at all for some reason.
It's very low.
Yep. Okay. You wish your town had tacos? How can you live in a town without tacos, poor Victor?
Yeah, how can you live in a town without tacos?
Make your own when that happens, man.
How small is your town?
Apparently small enough to not have tacos.
Not have tacos. Not even a taco truck?
Don't confess. Don't confess to the Mr. Lenharrow encounter. All right, so what I kind of wanted to do for the rest of our time here, because we usually stay on for about an hour with these, is open up the questions to everybody. If they have any questions about the Lenharrow Encounters Guide, that's cool, or Lenharrow in general. Or
except for you, Rue. You don't get to ask any questions. I know what you're going to ask. Some weird question. I just know it.
Almost as bad with a pub with no beer, yes. Well, all right. So if anybody wants to shoot out some questions for us, or I'm going to check out the poll real quick and see how that's going. And if you guys have any,
we'll
start with you, Tiger. If you have any final thoughts on the Lenharrow Encounters Guide, go ahead and shoot that out.
Rue's sad at me now.
Yes, Victor. Let's see. We're
20 miles away from a Taco Bell.
Oh wow. We got 19 votes.
I can't help it. I'm hungry.
Which is pretty awesome. We got 63 say yes, and our encounters are important for an RPG. 5% say no. And 32.
Okay. Rue, you can ask questions, but I'm going to vet them first, okay?
I'm going to vet them first. All right, so what are your final thoughts on the encounters guides there, Tiger?
Final thoughts?
Yeah, overall, because we've kind of covered it.
Oh, well, the Encounters Guide is also fun if you want to play refless games.
Right.
So, like, if you're having a hard time with, like your original ref is not there, or the original ref doesn't want to feel like running because that happens sometimes, then, you could just pull this book out and run some random encounters. Hi, Rook. I'm doing fine. I got high yesterday, so I'm all right. Just a little sore in the mouth today, that's all. And I've been doing the Tylenol and ibuprofen back and forth, so.
I think we've only got one Taco Bell in our town, to be honest, but we got 2 Del Tacos, so I'm happy with that.
Taco Bell, Del Taco.
Yep. We got a lot of Mexican joints around here.
Dude, the rest are all street tacos. I don't really like street tacos.
But some of them have those all-meat burritos, which is all steak, and it's awesome. Carne asada without the asada.
No, I want the carne asada with nothing but the asada. I don't know what the carne is, but you can keep that. I want the asada. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way around.
Oh, Vic, I'm sorry I mentioned Del Taco because I would miss it too if we didn't have one up here. I love Del Taco.
Right?
My favorite place to eat was
chicken soft tacos are the best.
Rosa Maria's in California in the Inland Empire.
Oh, Rosa Maria's is the best Mexican. You can get a burrito this big. It's just like huge.
So you guys are making me hungry because we haven't eaten yet.
I know.
Oh, come on, DL. You're not that old. Come on. We've established that I'm a bit older than young, hanging out with the Wonderland gang.
I don't know what that means.
Let's see.
Tranquil doesn't have a
They
Del
don't have
Taco
Del
either.
Tacos there either. Well, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, Del Taco is pretty much out here on the West Coast, but hopefully you have a Taco Bell or. I know there's just a mom and pop Mexican joints are sometimes way better.
Kind of true, actually.
Well, hello, Rook. Glad to have you join us tonight. We're just kind of ended up our session on Lenharrow Encounters, our Lenharrow Encounters guide for the enhanced edition.
There's no random encounters in Mario RPG. I thought there was.
No, there's no random encounters in Mario RPG. All the encounters are on the overworld.
Oh. Well, that sucks. I like Mario RPG. Hey, Maiden joined us.
Cool.
My mouth is better, thank you.
Hello.
What's more better than my mouth though is my tongue. It's not getting cut up anymore, and I think it's recovered pretty much. It doesn't hurt to swallow anymore.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Mark. We probably won't be here much longer tonight because we covered our topic, but we like to hang out and chat with everybody. There you go. DL let you know what was up with the Wonderland gang.
Oh.
Bank of a robbery happened a few miles from me. It seems like everybody's just a lot more brazen nowadays.
Let me see. In 81, I was only like 6 years old when that happened then.
I vaguely remember it. I remember the term the Wonderland gang, though, but I don't really remember a lot about it. But
yeah, so when you're that age, you don't hear anything, really.
Not really. I was 11, so... Rub that in.
Sorry, I wasn't rubbing anything in.
Oh. Anyway, like I said, we have links in the description of all the Lenharrow stuff down below. We get stuff on Amazon, which I prefer because you can print that and have it printed up there. You get PDF copies on Drive-Thru-RPG, so whatever you prefer. You get the Lenharrow Fantasy Adventures Light Edition in one big book. All pay what you want on Drive-Thru-RPG PDF, so you can learn to play our game, and then when you're ready for more advanced games, we have the enhanced edition for you too. Let me see. Got a lot of chat going on here.
Yeah, none of them are asking us a particular question. Oh, Jake got a question.
Jake has a question?
No, Jake got a question from Victor.
Okay. All right, there we go.
How am I feeling? I'm feeling kind of sleepy. I was hanging out with Mom and Dad last night, and we got high watching King Kong versus Godzilla, the original one. I don't remember half of that movie.
I remember the whole movie. It was fun. I liked it.
We got to watch Godzilla versus Kong tonight. So
they did a quick sum up of the how they found King Kong and how they got Godzilla. Wait, I don't think the original Godzilla was on an iceberg, was he?
I don't think so. No, that's gonna be our double feature tomorrow night. King Kong versus Godzilla and then Godzilla versus Kong. So we'll be talking about those extensively tomorrow night. So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think they're talking about some kind of robbery that went down in the Hollywood area. Bank of America, apparently.
When did Godzilla ever go against Evil Ball?
Now that would be one hell of an encounter.
Huh? No, we're supposed to be vetting his questions now. Come on, man.
You're the one. You shouted it out. I was just putting up there what you said.
That's because it had to do with Godzilla.
Well, I hope everybody is all right in that situation, Sith. Um, it's about 3 miles from where you live. That kind of sucks, or where you used to live. Um, yeah, this world is getting pretty crazy. Jake's over there getting pretty crazy with his weaponry, and I've actually managed to start this displaying mine, but we'll be getting set up pretty soon because we should be in about a month or so here. We should a little over a month. We'll most likely have our studio set up, and we'll have a lot of things looking nice. So it should be pretty cool.
I'm staying right here in this corner.
Oh wow, that sounds like it was really bad, Sith.
That's scary.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's okay that's involved with that. I know somebody probably isn't if they had a shootout. So what a bummer. But anyway, we are.
Oh, that's sad.
We're all
That's scary.
talked out on the encounters guide and advanced edition in general, I guess. Should I put that one up there?
No.
There. Now I'm curious.
What a bummer! What a bummer, Seth Lordley. Got robbed a gunfight in front of your house 2 years ago. They stole your bass guitar. That sucks, man.
Right? Kind of like what
able,
happened to your nephew. Had his shoulder shattered.
Were you able to recover it? Because that would have made it worse if you couldn't. That sucks. Let's see. John is saying, but you have a concealed carry license. Yeah, I probably would have too if I stayed in California. I was getting there. I was about ready. It was either buy guns or move to Utah. Now I'm up in Utah and I want to buy guns now.
So,
but for very different reasons.
I want to go hunting. Somebody want to take me hunting?
Well, that's cool. He was able to track the bass guitar, Center Hollywood, where they sold it. The whole thing went to trial. I wasn't sure the guy they had was the robber, so I didn't condemn him to jail. I don't blame you, man. I've been a juror on a murder trial, and it's nothing nice. And it was pretty sad because the one I was in, they were actually pretty much railroading this poor guy. And I'm like, this guy didn't do anything. There's no proof.
Right?
They arrested the wrong dude. And
yeah, they even admitted they arrested the wrong guy. They were still going to prosecute him. It was like they blew a bust, and it was like they were trying to make somebody pay for it. And it wasn't even right. But anyway, it was a good thing I was there, I guess, because I convinced the jury not to
I agree.
Not to make him guilty, not to return a guilty verdict. Let's see. Used to have a black Ibanez guitar. Cool. I've never been very musically inclined. I tried harmonica for a while, but with asthma, that didn't really work out. He pretty well adjusted. Was a psychology major, so you usually counsels your friends. Didn't want to risk condemning the wrong guy. No, I totally agree with you. Yes, that was really cool of Sith Lordley. I agree. Let me see here. Because it's about re-election, sometimes more than justice. Yeah. Let's see.
That actually is crazy.
To watch the crime scene walk through on YouTube, no blurring. Oh, that is. I'm not going to be doing that. 12 angry men and them. Yeah, pretty much. Because everybody on day one was just wanting to go home, going, okay, let's throw guilty. And I'm like, but what information do we have? Yeah, but by Wednesday, I had there was only one guy in that whole jury that got mad because he was adamant that he was guilty just because the cops said he was. And I'm like, but he's not. And it came to find out that he wasn't guilty. He was there by chance visiting an old friend and was helping her with her rent money. That's why he had money on him. It was pretty crazy. They thought he was guilty because he had money on him.
Nah, he had money in two different places on him.
Different places, yes. Yeah, see, I think the judge didn't condemn me to jail when I ran afoul. Good karma, huh? Yeah, we all have our wild youth. Let's see where I live. One burner a year. Yeah, that's.
It used to be peaceful here. Too many people be trying to move up here.
Okay. Karma can be great. It's nice to hear that you're in a peaceful area. We are for the most part. It's
Yeah,
pretty
but they're
scary.
building all these apartments everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I don't know
We're
why
gonna get
they're doing that.
crowded soon.
I think it's funny. We're super peaceful in our neighborhood, yet apparently we're the most crime-ridden neighborhood in Utah.
Mhm.
It's true.
I don't even see that. But anyways, Rook says hi, Jake.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Everybody's just chatting, and that's cool. Well, we're about done here tonight.
Yeah, we're kind of not even talking about our topic anymore.
Oh wait, no, that we finished. We're good. It's okay. We can sit here.
Here,
And
I
chat.
got a screen.
Yeah, I gave Tiger my old one so that she could use it as a backdrop for her miniature events, which she's got 2 of those up, and they've done pretty good this week.
Yes, I'm painting miniatures again. I've only gotten 2 finished, but I just primed up a bunch of new dudes too, though. I got another. I found my first packet. Oh, I dropped that one, and I primed them up ready to go for painting. Okay, just some dudes, but they're not ready to paint because I do this dilly with them too. You gotta white them down too, so I get some highlights and stuff in them. So I gotta do that to these guys right here first, but I can paint any of those other ones that are ready for me to paint.
So there you go.
Me too. I really like minis. I did a. Well, I'm sure. I know you saw this guy right here that I painted, which I love this guy. He like gives zero Fs there. He picked up a fellow goblinoid there and just used him as a club.
The Goblin
And then I did-
the club.
I did this giant raven here.
Yeah, that looks so good. I'm glad you made a video of that already.
Yeah,
That one red eye.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with this raven? And it took me a while to figure out he just has one eye in the middle.
Sith says he'll be opening another box on Saturday. Share the lore about what I pull out. Well, I'll try to do my best. Some of this.
Yeah, some of those were for new monsters that we had no idea what they were.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with 5th edition stuff.
I know some of them.
Yeah, I can pretty much guess or make fun of at least. The dog cards. Well, we're gonna pull the dog cards out, right? Fog cards. There you go.
Fog cards. Let me see. So this is what it looks like. All my minis that I'm working on right now. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. These ones I just primed, and these ones are ready to paint. So kind of excited about this elephant, but he's got so much detail on him. I'm scared too.
You'll do it, Mom.
I know.
What's going on with bleeding fingers? Hard to type.
Why are your fingers bleeding?
Well, he does work at a shop. He might have hurt himself. Really
I love that.
More campaign books for the connection.
Sword Coast, Candlekeep, Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Oh,
we haven't played our game again.
I do like the Remembered Realms as opposed to the Forgotten Realms. Pretty much the Sword Coast is what they cover, and then everything else is the Forgotten Realms. All right, so I guess we're
yeah. When are we going back to that game, huh?
Which one?
Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. We can play tonight after we get everything done. We still got a G.I. Joe video.
Well, yes, we got to watch.
And we got to watch
Godzilla and King Kong.
Yep. Real life figure broken guitar strings. Ouch. Well, I'm glad everybody could touch base on our show tonight. I'm glad y'all showed up. I appreciate you being here. I hope you guys have a good night. And anybody who watches in the replay, thanks for watching.
Right, darkness gets really close now.
Yeah, he does.
We will let Red know you guys said hi. He hasn't been on our show for the last couple of times. We don't know what's up with him lately.
He has his days. He might join us tomorrow night. We'll see.
We'll
He does
see.
like doing the sound effects, so maybe he will join us tomorrow. Let's see. Running channels keeps you busy. Yep, this is true. I'm busy every day, and I enjoy it. Once I start not enjoying it, then I don't know. We'll see. But it does keep you busy. That's for sure. Anyway, I appreciate y'all being here, and hope you guys enjoy Lenharrow Fantasy Adventures. And if you have any questions, if you're not a member of the Discord, I'll put that up here real quick so you guys can join the Discord if you're not already. Most of you already are, but if you wanna join, please do so. I can answer any questions there really easy, or put a question in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer. So on that note, thank you for being here, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys all another time. Good night.
Tomorrow night.
Yep.
Night.